Think about how much effort you put into getting a customer through the door for the very first time. The ads, the promotions, the word of mouth, the discount you gave them to try you out, all of it aimed at winning someone brand new. Now think about what happens after that first sale. For most small businesses, the honest answer is nothing. The customer buys once, has a perfectly nice time, and then simply drifts away, and you never even notice they are gone, because there was never anything in place to bring them back. It is a leaky bucket. You pour expensive new customers in at the top, and quietly lose them out the bottom. And then you go spend more money attracting more strangers to replace the ones you let slip. Yet it is far cheaper and far easier to bring back a customer who already knows and likes you than to find a brand new one. And the tool for doing that is something you almost certainly already have, sitting in your phone or your till, your list of customers. Today I will show you how to use AI to turn that plain list into a simple loyalty program that quietly brings people back. Chasing new, forgetting old. Let us name where most owners get stuck, and call it level 0. Every scrap of your marketing effort and budget goes on attracting new customers, and almost none of it goes on keeping the ones you already earned. So you are constantly, expensively chasing strangers, running ads and discounts to pull in someone new, while the people who already bought from you get no reason to return, no follow-up, no reward, nothing. Your best potential customers, the ones who already walked in and liked you, are quietly ignored, and so they fade away without a word. And the cruel part is, you rarely even see it happening, because there is no system watching who came once and never came back. That is level 0, pouring everything into the front door while the back door stands wide open, and treating every customer as a one-time stranger instead of the start of a relationship. Your customer list is gold. Before we fix it, notice that you are almost certainly sitting on the raw material already. Somewhere, in your point of sale, your booking system, your phone contacts, or even a notebook, you have a list of the people who have bought from you. And that list is not just names, it quietly holds what each person bought, roughly when they last came in, how often they visit, and how much they tend to spend. That is everything you need to treat people as individuals instead of a faceless crowd. Most owners never look at it as anything more than records. But it is genuinely one of the most valuable things your business owns, because it is a direct line to people who have already chosen you once. The insight is simple. You do not need to go find new customers to grow. You can bring back the ones already on your list. The loyalty program idea. Here is the move, and it is refreshingly simple. You take that customer list, you hand it to AI, and you ask it to design a simple loyalty program to bring people back. Instead of a vague wish that customers would return more often, you say, here are my customers and their buying history. Help me build a lightweight way to reward them, keep the regulars coming, and win back the ones who have gone quiet. In one step, a plain list of names becomes a plan. Who to reward, who to nudge, and what to offer. And crucially, we are not talking about some expensive points app with a card scanner. We are talking about a plain, sensible scheme you can run yourself, designed around your actual customers, built from the list you already have, in an afternoon. What to hand the AI? Let me give you exactly what to hand over, because the better the list, the better the program. You need 4 simple things. 1. Your customer names or IDs, so each person can be treated individually. 2. What they bought and when, which tells you their tastes and their history with you. 3. How often they visit, so you can tell a loyal regular from a one-time drop-in. And 4. Roughly how much they spend, so you know who is worth a little extra care. You do not need a fancy database. A plain spreadsheet exported from your till, with a row per customer, is perfect, and AI is happy to read a messy one. Strip out anything genuinely sensitive you would not want in a tool. Keep it to what the program actually needs, and hand it over. Sorting your customers. The first thing AI does with your list is sort your customers into groups, because you should not treat everyone the same. Broadly, 4 groups fall out. Your regulars, who come often and are the backbone of your business, and mostly need to feel appreciated. Your occasional drop-ins, who like you but do not think of you often, and need a gentle reason to come back more. Your lapsed customers, who used to visit and have gone quiet, and need winning back before they forget you entirely. And your big spenders, who are worth keeping especially close. Once your list is split this way, the whole thing gets easier, because instead of one blunt message to everybody, you can give each group exactly the nudge that fits them. That sorting, done in seconds from your own data, is where a real loyalty program begins. Rewards people actually want. Now for the fun part, the rewards, and the key is to fit them to a small business, rather than copying the big chains. AI can suggest rewards that are cheap for you but feel genuinely good to the customer. A free item after a handful of visits, simple and classic. A members only price on something, so belonging feels worth it. Early access to a new product, or a small perk that costs you almost nothing but feels special. A little treat on their birthday. The point is that none of this needs an app, a card machine, or a point system nobody understands. It can be as simple as a stamped card or a name on a list. Ask AI to design rewards that suit your margins and your customers, and it will give you a menu of options you can actually afford to run. Diana. If you want to go one gentle step further, AI can design simple tiers, the light bit of status that makes loyalty feel like a game worth playing without any technology at all. Think 3 easy levels. A welcome level that everyone joins the moment they sign up, so nobody feels left out. A regular level they reach after a certain number of visits, unlocking a slightly better perk. And a top level for your very best customers with your warmest treatment. The magic of tiers is that they give people something to reach for, a reason to come back once more, to cross the line into the next level. And you can run the whole thing on a printed list or a note in your till. Ask AI to lay out the levels and what each one unlocks, and keep it simple enough to manage by hand. Win back messages that bring people back. Now the piece that recovers the most money for the least effort, winning back the customers who have gone quiet. AI can look at your list, spot the people who used to come regularly and have not been seen in a while, and write them a warm, personal message to bring them back. Not a spammy blast, but a friendly note that sounds like it came from you, gently saying we have missed you, here is a little something to welcome you back. It can tailor the reason to return to what that person used to buy, and even suggest the right moment to send it. This is often the single highest value thing on the whole list, because these are people who already liked you, and frequently all they needed was one small, human reminder that you are still here. One cafe, one customer list. Let me make it concrete with a made-up example. Picture an owner we will call Lena, who runs a small cafe and had a list of customer names and orders sitting in her point of sale that she had never once used. One afternoon she exports it and hands it to AI. It sorts her regulars from her lapsed customers in seconds, suggests a simple reward, a free coffee after 10 visits, and drafts a warm little win-back text for the 24 people who used to come weekly and had quietly stopped. She sends the messages that evening. Several of those regulars are back in the cafe within the same week, coffee in hand, and her loyal customers now have a reason to keep coming. She built the whole thing from a list she already had in a single sitting. That is level 1. Level 0 versus level 1. Now let me name the real difference because it changes the whole economics of your business. Level 0 is spending everything on chasing new strangers, offering existing customers no reason to return, quietly losing people out the back door, and never even noticing they are gone. Level 1 is treating your customer list as the asset it is, sorting people into groups, rewarding your regulars, and gently winning back the ones who drifted, so the customers you already worked hard to earn actually come back and spend again. Same business, same list. The only thing that changed is that you stopped ignoring the people who already chose you. And because keeping a customer is far cheaper than finding a new one, this is often the fastest, least expensive way for a small business to grow. Your judgment stays in charge. This part is not optional, so let me be direct. AI is designing from the list you give it, so if your data is messy or out of date, it can misjudge who is a regular and who has truly lapsed, so keep your list reasonably current. And you know things the data does not. The customer who had a bad experience and should not get a cheery win-back text, the regular who is actually a friend, the reward your margins genuinely cannot afford. So treat everything AI drafts, especially the messages, as a smart draft you read and approve before anything is sent. Add the personal touch only you can in your own voice. And be careful and respectful with customer data. Keep it in a tool you trust and do not message people in ways they would find intrusive. The AI builds the program. You keep it human and you keep the final say. So there's a simple way to start. If you want to try this, here is the low-effort way in, and it is smaller than it sounds. Do not build a grand loyalty scheme for your entire customer base on day one. Just export the customers you already have, or even list your 20 most familiar faces, and ask AI to do 2 things. Sort them into regulars and lapsed, and draft one warm win-back message for the lapsed ones. That is the whole first experiment. Read the message, make it sound like you, and send it to a handful of people who have gone quiet. See how many come back. Once you have felt that work, even a little, adding a simple reward and a couple of tiers is easy. Start with one message to a few people, prove it to yourself, then build out from there. The honest watchouts, and because I promised no hype, here are the honest watchouts, and please take them seriously. First, respect your customers and their data. Keep it in a tool you trust. Only use what you need, and never message people so often that a nice gesture turns into a nuisance. Second, everything AI writes is a draft in your voice, not a send button, so read every message and approve it before it goes out. Third, a reward has to make sense for your margins, so do not let it design you something generous that quietly loses you money. Check the numbers. And fourth, loyalty is built on genuinely treating people well, not on clever tricks. So use this to be more thoughtful and consistent, not more pushy. Keep it human, keep it respectful, and keep an eye on what it costs you. Quick recap. Let me put it together. Level 0 is pouring all your effort into new strangers, while the customers you already earned drift away unnoticed. Level 1 is handing AI your existing customer list and letting it sort people into groups. Design rewards you can actually afford, lay out a few simple tiers, and write warm win-back messages for the ones who have gone quiet. You keep the data respectful and current. You read and approve every message in your own voice, and you check the rewards against your margins. The move is simple. Stop chasing only new customers and start bringing back the ones who already like you, using the list you already own. What you get is a small, human loyalty program that quietly turns one-time buyers into regulars and costs you almost nothing to run. If you are tired of working hard to win customers only to watch them drift away and never come back, this is the habit that turns your existing customer list into a simple program that brings people back. And we made a free, step-by-step course that walks you from level 0 to level 1 in plain language, no jargon and no technical background needed. It shows you how to get an AI assistant onto your own computer, working with your own files and your real business, so you can build this around your actual customers instead of taking my word for it. Head to aifirstasian.com/level1 and take the free course. Do it once, sort your list and send one warm message to a few people who have gone quiet, and see how many come back. And if you want more of this, practical AI workflows built for SME owners, honest and no hype, then subscribe. Level 1 is right there. Go take the step.